Hey guys, I'm gonna chill out with Sub-07 and welcome back to Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine. Last time, we found ourselves landing on the Delino Isle and unfortunately getting completely arrested immediately, incarcerated, and sentenced to community service to clean up this godforsaken island. Dang. That's an unfortunate way to start your vacation, Mario. This time, well, we're off to it. There's a lot of things we can do around here, and there's a lot of things I want to discuss, so we'll be going as we go. You can already tell, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, because I barely understand what I'm even saying. But yeah, we fully got arrested because they believe we're the ones responsible for that mess over there. Ugh, that's a bit unfortunate. And we got sentenced to community service. Not the worst thing, honestly. We could have just been jailed for the whole game, but yeah, I'll take what I can get. Plus, we still got to keep Flood, and he's basically our best friend for this sort of thing. Delino Plaza here is actually containing a lot of secrets and hidden stuff, and we'll be going into those more as we get along with this. But for now, I think we're just going to focus on our first unlockable area, which is Bianco Hills. We're not going to focus on that entirely until it's complete, though, because I personally don't like doing that. I don't know why, but with Sunshine in particular, I feel a lot of freedom with just being able to choose stages in whatever order you want. There is technically a specific arrangement of how you should do things if you want to beat this game as fast as possible, because certain things need to be finished in order to progress. But we don't need to worry about that right now. For now, we're on to episode 2, Down with Petey Piranha. This was also the first time that Petey Piranha was ever introduced to the series, so quite nice to see him. Just do an easy slide down here. We got these ropes that we can bounce on as well. Mario actually has some really good acrobatic feats he can do in this game, some of which I always forget even exist in this game. Like, there's a lot of things you can do in terms of mobility that I just forget you can do. There's so much. Rock out these guys. These enemies I actually forgot the names of last time. They're actually called Swooping Stew, which doesn't make any sense because they're not swooping. But, I guess whatever. Yeah, these goo piranha plants. Oh my god, Jesus. Scared me. These gooey piranha plants that spawn around here, they'll just basically be running around and causing chaos while they're in the goo. The bridge is out here, but we got hover nozzles, so that doesn't really matter. And we can easily just walk around the goo. This place has been a mess, and I'm going to assume it's Petey Piranha's fault. I mean, he seems like the type to make this mess. I just don't know where this icky paint-like goo came from, and I kind of dread to know where it came from now that I think about it, so I'm gonna stop thinking about that. Ugh. Otherwise, we're just free to scale up the side of this towards the windmill. Come on, Mario. Mario will slip if he's on too steep of a slope or has to deal with the goo, so it's best to be careful. And also, if you find water guys like this from the sprinkler system, get on top of them because they'll fully replenish your water gauge. Because you do have limited water, but so long as you're careful about it, that won't be too big of a concern. These vines here, we can easily just go around. What's up, dude? Did you help me out with the big-headed creature up there? You're the only one we can ask for to lend us a hand. I know it's a pain, but you think you can handle it? Well, since you asked us nicely, why not? Also, these M's. You're gonna be on the hunt for a lot of these. A lot of these. Spray them, and out pops a blue coin. Collect 10 of them and visit the boathouse in Delino Plaza. There is a lot of these. A lot of blue coins. So it's best to keep an eye on them and make sure that you know which ones you've gotten and which ones you haven't. Trust me, this is going to be important for 100%. Because I am 100% in this game, because in some people's minds, I'm a masochist. I'm not. I'm really not. I just like playing this game. For now, though, we just head upwards. Because as we quite clearly saw, Petey's just chilling with the shine sprite right above him. I don't know where he got that thing from, but let's go take it back. Excuse me, sir. I humbly request that shine sprite back. Is that a no or a yes? Uh-oh. I'll take that as a we're too fat. Oh, that's bad. Well, that's unfortunate. Turns out Mario's added weight was too much for the windmill roof to handle, so down we go. Time for a boss fight. Petey here has not many tricks he can really do, actually. His biggest trick... Wait for it. He's gonna walk away from us. He's gonna open his mouth. He's weak to water, which doesn't make sense because he's a plant. But get too much in him, he gets over-engorged, and he exposes his belly button, which you can ground pound. Jump in the air and hit ZL, or if you're playing the GameCube version, I believe it's just L. I guess it kind of makes sense that you could overhydrate him. He is a plant after all, but still. Ow. Fucking stew. there's not really much Petey Piranha's got going on for you in terms of attacks because he's a plant. Where he's getting all this goo from, I got no idea. I'm not going to think about it like that. Go for the second ground pound. There we go. And one more should do it because in typical Mario fashion, it's 3 hits to finish off your opponents. What's up, bud? You know, you could have just given me the shine sprite when you had the chance and we wouldn't be in this situation. I do find it kind of funny that his belly button just pops out like this. And boom! And he's dead. It turns out, plot twist, he was goo the entire time. Ew. Kind of like the coloration, though. It kind of looks like chocolate and vanilla swirl. Like, one can make the argument that some of the goo just looks like either Go-Gurt or ice cream. And I kind of like that. Well, that's another shine. Boom! Shine! Easy does it. And we got our first blue coin. I'm not really going into full explanation with the blue coins because we kind of don't need to talk about them just yet. Uh-oh. Well, it seems we got another trail to clean up. Oh, boy. And we pop out right here. Hi, Toads. What's up, Toadsworth? This island seems to be a victim of a bad turn of fate. Oh, my, yes. I don't know why Toadsworth always makes me laugh. Welcome back. We're so glad you're safe, Mario. This vacation's just been a whirlwind of bizarre events, huh? And now the boat to the hotel isn't even running. Oh, that's unfortunate. That would explain why they're still here, actually, because I guess they just can't get an easy path to the hotel. Well, we got some more goo to clean up. This kind of looks like tar. And there's one thing I don't trust, it's tar, so let's clean this up fast. Another Guardian. This should not be a big issue for us. Wait for him to open his mouth, of course. Rinse and repeat. They kind of have a habit of reusing these guys for a couple things to open levels, but it's not that big of a concern, I don't think. There you go. Oh, it's not dead. I guess he's just waiting for his turn. This guy's a bit more resistant, I suppose, than the last one. Whether or not he'll still be able to survive is anyone's guess. And there we go. Out of here, you two. And in doing so, we get this shack back. Or, as you may actually know it, the boathouse. What this is for these guys, these two raccoons. Welcome, welcome. I suppose you're here for that? Yes, very good. That means I will require 10 blue coins from you. What's this? Not even 10 coins? Then you get nothing. I can't drop my prices that low. That would be madness. You'll have to come back again, I'm afraid. See you later. So, let's explain this. Blue coins are currency in this game. Currency for what, you may ask? Nope, that's the wrong button. The answer? Shine sprites, of course. There are blue coins everywhere. Every single area in the game has at least one blue coin hidden around it. Bianco Hills has a number of them. Even Delino Plaza itself has them. Every 10 blue coins is worth a shine sprite to these guys. How the hell they have all these shine sprites, I have no idea. I'm assuming they just caught them with a fucking bug net and went fishing one day for them. But for all intents and purposes, you want to keep an eye out for things that seem suspicious that you can spray to get blue coins. Some blue coins will just be out in the open, others will be hidden inside of things, others you might not even realize are blue coins. Because trust me, there's a lot of them. In total, we have 240 blue coins to collect, for a total of 24 shine sprites. There's a lot of them. It's not the end of the world if you don't want to go for them because they're not required for beating the game, they're just required for 100% if you want to get everything. Which I kind of am okay with. Like, Sunshine has a lot of things to do in it, but you don't have to focus on them if you don't want 100% the game. If you just want to get it over with, there's one particular thing you can do instead, and you don't have to worry about them. In fact, I can actually see one right now. It's in there. There's a small opening in the back, so we can just head around here, see the gap, and just jump right through. And Bob's your uncle. That's 2. It's our first one for Delino Plaza. I believe in total it's 30 blue coins per area, with the exception of Delino Plaza, which has 20 in total. If memory serves me, that is roughly how it goes, with the final area of the game having 10 for itself. That should come out to roughly 240. But for now, we can just say hello to the locals. They got fruit out on display here. We got just people chilling. Now, where's that big old shine? The guidebook says it's like the Shining Isles of Isle Delfino. Well, if you're talking about that, Yeah, it's not particularly shiny, but you're also not in the right spot anyway, you idiot. There's a lot of things you can do around here as well, because locals actually have need of your services in some way. Whether or not you want to go for them is anyone's guess, but you can also do things like break crates, which can reveal hidden M marks. These graffiti M's will often contain blue coins for you. And this one is not budging, what the hell? Sometimes M's don't go away if you're too close, so it's best to be careful. Space yourself accordingly, and you should be fine. And that's 3. Yeah, there's just a lot. There's a lot of blue coins around here. So much so that it's kind of hard to go after all of them all at once. But to be clear, we'll be getting to them when we get to them, because everything will be gotten. Much to some people's chagrin, because I know a lot of people who really don't like 100% in this game. You know what? That's kind of fine. I understand it, but I just like this game, so whatever. For now, let's head back into Bianco. On to our third mission, the Hillside Cave Secret. This is where we'll be introducing a few other twists they like to throw at you with this game. Sunshine has a habit of a lot of secret areas that will be explained in a way when we get to them. Got this sign here, which says over to the left is Rico Harbor, and over to the right is Peanut Park. We haven't seen either of those areas just yet, but we'll be getting to them when we get to them. Trust me. They're both those landmarks far in the distance. We got that blue dude who's just kind of digging into the ground. I don't know what his deal is, but whatever. We could go right away to the objective right now, but I'm not gonna bother. Instead, let's talk to this dude, because he seems goo-covered. Let's clean him up. You're welcome, sir. Whoa, you saved me. Thanks to Bundle. All the residents of Delfino do very much appreciate when you clean them, and oftentimes they'll have rewards. So if you ever see a dirty Delfino inhabitant, clean them up. You never know what you'll get for it. For now, though, we got a blue coin right here. When you're in the water, you can actually press, I believe it's Y to swim downward. There we go. Mario swimming is kind of not the best in Sunshine in particular, which is kind of odd given that this is such a water-based game. But it works fair enough. You press Y to sink, and you press B to rise. Not that big of an issue normally. I believe what we want to do is we want to wall jump around here, because there's a blue coin for our troubles around here somewhere. Yes! You can normally see this from the buildings if you choose to stand on top of them. And you can also see an M mark right there for another one. Yeah, just go into third person. Third person perspective is actually quite nice if you go behind this camera, or behind the shoulder. I really can't talk today, Jesus. That's normal though, I suppose. Behind the shoulder perspective is really useful if you want to look for specific secrets, because it lets you look upwards, which a lot of people, trust me, will not understand how to look upwards. Grab another blue coin at that spot right there. A lot of them are just kind of hanging out, but a lot of them are also hidden in specific spots, and not every blue coin is available in every episode of each area. Keep that in mind. You can't always get them in one episode. You gotta keep looking. I believe if we head over to this side, we got a house here, and if we spray it, we got a coin on that side, and a blue coin on this side. So they do like to play with your expectations sometimes as well. And of course, the classic M mark. These are just a few examples, because there's a lot of ways that they can throw blue coins at you, but there's so many of these in this game. Like, it's kind of crazy. Alright, let's just get up here. We got this little thing right here that we actually, if we spray with water... Oh, that's hover. Spray this thing with water, it'll start to rise up. And if it rings the bells, it drops some coins for you. Coins will replenish your health. They do act as currency for one thing in particular, but we won't be talking about that for a bit because I don't feel like it. It'll be important in a later event, but for now I don't really want to focus on that. We also see this X. Spray the X. And after a few seconds, it should disappear. Or not. I guess I'm not at a good angle for this. Better try and do it face on than from an angle, trust me. Do it this way, and a blue coin appears in another location. They like to throw this at you from time to time to mess you up. There's 2 matching X's, and you have to find both of them. This one isn't too big of a deal because it's just on the opposite side of the wall here. And in doing so, you'll get 2 blue coins for the price of 1. Boom. But be careful, though, because blue coins that are sent out this way will disappear after a while, so you gotta be fast. There was also a large M that we can get up here. So let's try and grab that while we still can. Come on. Come on, Morrow. Thank you. I'm actually kind of surprised he reached that because that wall did not look like it was within reach for him. Spray this M. And there we go. Already, we are up to 11. Like, you can get blue coins quite quickly if you know what you're doing in this game. I know there's a lot of them, but so long as you're careful, it's not the end of the world. Though there are some problem ones that we'll get to later. That also extends to shine sprites as well, because there's some secret shine sprites that are just mean. But we'll get to them when we get to them. For now, do a sweet spin jump, hover backwards, turn around, and climb up here. Or not. No. Normally, I'm actually pretty good with landing that one. There we go. Hovering is really good for getting up slopes because so long as you're hovering, Mario won't slip down. He'll just keep going upwards. Very useful to have used the momentum for. But this is the place we were told to go to. Let's head in. Hey! That's mine! Well, this is a problem. But the good news is we got acapella, which automatically makes things better. Welcome to the secret areas. Secret areas in Mario Sunshine. God damn it! Good start, Mario. That's the first death. Really? I know some people complain about Sunshine being kind of unfair at points. That one was my own fucking stupidity. Jesus Christ. That's not a good start. When you're doing areas like this, secret areas will have Shadow Mario appear and Steel Flood right out from under you. So, be careful. I'm gonna do a bit of a risky move here. If you jump and dive at the same time by pressing jump and then dive, Mario will do a rising dive, which is actually really good for covering ground. So let's be careful. Oh god. Wow, I missed it. There's usually a lot of one-ups in these stages as well, presumably because they're aware of the fact these stages are kind of mean. So the one-ups are kind of there to compensate. This is also sort of a good way to practice your platforming because if you're too reliant on FLUDD, these areas will be really hard on you. Like, FLUDD is a fantastic tool for platform navigation, but if you're not ready, these places can really trip you up. I do love the background beat, though. Like, acapella for Mario is... You don't hear this anymore, so this is actually really fun. Ow. I should not be trying to sing along with the song. I'm not good at that. I'm no acapella expert. Attempt number, God knows how many I've already lost track. It's like, what, 5? Ugh. I will say, to give myself a little bit of credit, I am not completely used to the Switch controls to this game. My recent playthrough of Sunshine was on the GameCube version. We're mostly using this version because upscaled graphics are a lot prettier on the eyes, and because the control scheme isn't that different, I'm just out of practice. Because it has been at least a year since I last played this game. Now we're gonna go for the one-up because I want it. Usually need a double jump for that, that's good, and there we go. Not too big of an issue, I just suck. Let's get out of here. Boom. And that makes 4. Back we go. Now, as I mentioned, X's often mean that there's another X somewhere around that has the blue coin for you. So spray this X, and let's go find one. It's over on what appears to be a dock end. I believe that's over this way. Thanks to the power of water boosting, we can easily get over here. Yeah, FLUDD really does help with cutting down on the time for a lot of these, so be sure to use him when you can. FLUDD is a fantastic tool for just picking up the pace and just really cheesing platforming. He's one of my favorite additions to the entire series. And grab that. Already we're up to 13, damn. I know some people who kind of just save blue coins until the very end of the game. I don't know why the hell you would do that, because that sounds like a crazy thing, because then you're just sitting there grinding for hours, but if you do it alongside the rest of the game, it's really not that big of a deal. Like, at least in my opinion, it doesn't feel like one. And something you might notice, since the area is partially submerged in darkness, the more shines you collect, the more the area starts to brighten up, and the bigger the cloud of darkness will disappear. It's actually really important to know this because it makes getting more shines feel like it actually does something. But if memory serves me, there's also some secret shines around here that we can actually get right now. I kind of teased this a little bit when I was just running around the beach, but if you spray in a specific spot, there it is. A shine sprite symbol appears in the sand and a shine lands over there. Easy does it. I don't know why this is in the sand, but it's Mario. I'm not going to question it that much, because Mario was never the most logical series in the world. I mean, I'm still trying to figure out what exactly the Piantas are, so, you know, just work with it. And that's 5. Shine! Easy does it. Now, I believe with 5 shines, we also trigger that. Yep. Now, as you can see, the light's already starting to come back a bit, because it was not over that shine sprite symbol before, but it's already extended outward that much. Like, there is visible change that occurs from getting more shine sprites, which I quite appreciate. I like seeing that doing stuff in the game actually causes things to happen. It's much appreciated. For now, let's at least take care of this, though. We've been going for a bit, but we'll at least clear out this before we end things off. Looks like some poor toad got stuck out here, though. Let's free him real fast. Or not. Looks like the goo is very insistent this time around, so I guess we're just focusing on the core. Nice try, Stews. You're not gonna stop me. Gotcha. Also worth noting, if you stay in goo too long, especially if it's this kind of guardian goo, it will actually damage you, so be careful. You actually get a lot of health in this game, so make sure not to waste it. Because you actually get 8 health instead of the usual 3 for Mario games. Help spits out more of the stews. Not an issue for us. Just hose them down. And that should do it. Victory hover. Wait a minute, I was not over there. You can't just do that to me, game. But the good news is we managed to save the lighthouse. And this poor toad. Poor guy. Hold still, bud. There you go. Thanks, Mario. No reward. Shame. But yeah, because of that, we now got 2 places we can potentially go to that aren't just Bianco Hills. And I think next time we're actually gonna go to one of them. Let's just head on over to the boathouse, I believe is what they referred to it as. I'm just gonna call it the blue coin hoarders. That's what they are. And let's clean this up, because remember, gotta spray it to open it, or not. I guess you felt like doing that yourself. But I think we'll be going this way next time. Next time on Let's Play Super Mario Sunshine, we're heading to our next stop, Rico Harbor. Till next time, ice out.